Alright everyone, for the next look at, in the deeper look at player series for linked players, it is the attacking midfielder winger from Leipzig, and that's Xavi Simons. Full name Xavi Quinton Shea Simons, born in Amsterdam, Holland. Date of birth 21st of April 2003, so he's 21, and he's going to be literally 22 in a month. He's 5'10", 1m79. So let's have a look at his youth career. CD Farda, 2008 to 2010, and then from then to 2019 Barcelona, and then for the next 3 years he was at PSG. Now his senior career, 21 to 22, he was at PSG, 22 to 23, PSV, 23 to 25. He's been at PSG now for the past 2 years, so from 23 to now, he's been at Leipzig on loan, and then moved officially to Leipzig in 2025. So let's break down the dates for you. His club career, his full team. July 2019, he moved to PSG. Let's have a look when he moved to PSV. 28th of June, a 5-year contract at PSV. PSG triggered a buyback clause in his contract, and he returned a year later, 19th of July 23 to PSG. So then he was loaned to Leipzig for the 23-24 season, and then this January he signed in a permanent deal. His contract runs out in 2027. So let's have a look at his international career. 2018, Netherlands under 15s, 5 games, 1 goal. 2019, the under 16s, 3 games. 2019, the under 17s, 6 games, 3 goals. 21, the under 19s, also 6 games, 3 goals. 2022, the Netherlands under 21s, 2 games, and then from 2022 onwards, the full senior team, 24 games, 3 goals. So let's have a look at his career, his senior career. So PSG, he was there 2020, 21. He played 1 game in League 1, and he played 1 game in the Coupe de France, so that's 2 appearances. Following season, 6 games in the league, so that's League 1. Then he played 3 games in the Coupe de France, so he played 9 games overall. When he went to PSV, he played in the Eredivisie for the 22-23 season. 34 games, 19 goals. That's an impressive ratio. In the KMBB Cup, 4 games, 1 goal. And he did get 9 games, 1 goal in European football, which was 2 appearances in the Champions League and 7 appearances and 1 goal in the Europa League. He also played and scored in the Johan Cruyff Shield, so he totaled 48 games and 22 goals that season. Then he, as we know, he went back to PSG, but loaned to RB Leipzig. So for 23-24, he played 32 times in the Bundesliga, 8 goals, 2 games in the DFB Pokal, and 8 appearances and 2 goals in the Champions League, and 1 game in the DFL Super Cup, so he made 43 appearances and 10 goals. I believe he played in Harry Kane's debut. for Bayern Munich in that game. I'm sure that was against Leipzig. I'm going to see if I can check that actually. Because they won it, Leipzig. I'm just going to Google that. DFB Super Cup 23. 12th of August 23. Leipzig 3-0 against Bayern. Now if I look at the players, I'm sure he played in that match. And where did he play? Yeah, Matthias Tell came off for Harry Kane, I think. And he played on the right hand side behind Pender. So they played a 4-2-2-2 and he played behind the front two on the right hand side. He had a good game as well. So did Pender in that one. They played really well, Leipzig, that day. So that was a total of 43 games, 10 goals in the 23-24 season. Now this season, we know he was there on loan and then signed, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to add them up. Bundesliga, he played total 18 games. He scored a total of 7 goals. The DFB Pokal, he's got a total of 2 games and 1 goal. 5 Champions League appearances, no goal. So he scored 8 goals in 25 games so far. Right. So we all know who he is. So this will come no surprises. He's a very versatile attacking midfielder and winger, and I know he's good at dribbling and his passing, and he's a very creative player. He copes and holds his own in tight spaces, so a crowded box he holds his own. And his career history shows he's good at scoring goals. So he would offer club options because he's versatile with being a central attacking midfielder and a winger. Composed. Apparently he's among the top 20% of positional players in Europe when it comes to his creative ability. And that's for the past year for shot creating actions for 90 minutes. He's very similar to Szoboszlai, where he's got a great engine, a lot of stamina, will press high up the pitch, will aggressively try to regain possession. He's level-headed, he's mature, and I also like Dominic Szoboszlai to be a good leader. So yeah, that's Xavi Simons. I could probably look a bit more into what people say about his abilities, but we know who he is. He's a technical player, vastly knowledgeable of the game, understands how to play the game. he's a very, very balanced, well-regarded attacking midfielder. He often gives a lot of options, has a lot of strengths and skill sets to complement other teammates. He's a good prospect. I do like him. I'm a huge fan of Xavi Simons. But it's a case of can we get him or not. I think that might be hard. Especially the fact they've only just signed him permanently in January. I'd be very surprised if they let him go unless there's a release clause. That's doable. I know I mentioned his RM before. I can't remember if I mentioned the release clause or not. But yeah, that is Xavi Simons. Alright guys, thank you very much.